here are 5 things that are keeping you weak, complacent, and stuck exactly where you are. In today's video, I'm gonna break down each of these 5 things and then show you how you can fix this problem and get full control of your life and start living the life that you want. So the very first thing, guys, is overthinking. Most people way overthink everything. They're stuck in this feedback loop of just not being able to decide what they want, not being able to decide if it's the right decision to move forward. And I'm here to tell you that it doesn't matter. Stop thinking about it and just start doing. Because when you start doing, everything figures itself out. You don't need to be constantly thinking about this stuff, you know, what you're gonna do, all these different things. And the reality is, in my experience, the people who are the most overthinkers, these people are typically very insecure and they have extremely big egos. And that's usually what the opposite of most people will tell you a big ego is. But these people are very fragile and they're so afraid to fail that they just continue to overthink it, because if they don't take action, they can't fail. And I think that leads back to how we're programmed growing up in the public school system, is that you're taught not to fail. Failure is bad, when in reality failure is actually a good thing, as long as you can understand why you failed and use that to move forward and create a better future for yourself. The next thing that keeps you weak and exactly where you are is overeating. Guys, there's really no benefit to stuffing your face every single day with low quality foods. You're gonna feel like crap, you're not gonna look your best, and ultimately you're probably gonna have feelings of depression, anxiety, because you've got all these weird chemicals in your body that aren't supposed to be there from bad food that you're consuming. And also, this is definitely just gonna lower your confidence overall, because when you're putting that food into your body, you're subconsciously telling yourself, I do not respect myself. I don't care about myself and my well-being, because why else would you do a harmful thing to yourself? And to fix that, you need to start taking positive actions and eating proper food. And I recommend starting by just tracking what you eat every day in a non-judgmental way. Track it so you can see what's actually going on. And when you can see what's going on, you're gonna be able to improve it. In my experience, what you track in your life, you will be able to improve. So start there, start making small steps and figure out what is going into your body on a daily basis. And that's gonna be the foundation for how you can start changing things. The next thing that keeps you weak is simply not working out. There is no reason that you should be going through life not training with weights, not doing strength training, not getting cardio of some form, not moving your body on a daily basis. How can you expect to feel confident? How can you expect to feel really good about yourself? And how can you expect to live a fulfilled life if you're not satisfied with how you look? Guys, it's the reality of it. You're holding yourself back by not taking the proper action in terms of your physical fitness. It is a non-negotiable in this day and age, really ever, but it's a non-negotiable. You need to be taking your fitness extremely seriously, and that's gonna be one of your very foundational things to everything else in life, because in my direct experience, when you're physically fit, everything else in life is easier. And I have another video on the channel about this. I think it's called 3 Reasons Fitness is the Foundation to a Successful Life. Go check that out for more reasons and my experience on why that is true. The next thing, then this is a big one for a lot of guys that I talk to, is their struggle with adult media content. Guys, what are you doing? Why are you consuming this stuff? There's absolutely no reason you should ever be consuming any form of adult media content. Especially like if you're paying for it, guys, shut that subscription off right now. That's not a respectable thing to do, and it's holding you back in every other area of your life, because again, you're subconsciously feeding into your mind that, hey, this is the only interaction that I can get from a woman, and you know, I'm not able to do it in real life, so I have to stick with this screen. You're subconsciously feeding that into your mind every time you engage in that stuff, especially if you're on the crap like OnlyFans, where they're actually engaging with you. You're literally paying money to have somebody digitally engage with you. And the reality is, most of the time, it's probably not even that girl. It's probably some dude behind the thing, and they're laughing at you. Realistically, that is what is happening, guys. So I would really strongly encourage you to break that habit. That's gonna build a lot of confidence in itself. And that's just, to me, probably the worst out of all these 5 habits that I'm gonna go over that are keeping you weak. But yeah, I would suggest definitely stopping that. I'm not gonna go into too much more detail, but you need to have some discipline around it. You need to control yourself, and next time you feel the urge to log into one of those sites or something, just really think to yourself, are successful men doing this? And the answer is no, not usually, right? They're usually not doing that kind of stuff because this is self-destructive behavior. And if you want to get ahead in life, you can't be doing self-destructive behaviors. Simple as that, guys. I'm sure there'll be some, backlash on that because people have strong views about that stuff, but it's bogus. It's low level, low frequency stuff. It's creating shame. Shame is one of the lowest vibrational frequencies you can experience. So when you're doing that kind of stuff, you're putting yourself at a low level. Guys, the last thing is drugs and alcohol. I cannot stress this one enough. When you are constantly engaging in drugs and alcohol, you are gonna be at your weakest, physically and mentally. And yeah, I get it, guys. Everybody in this day and age, a lot of people smoke weed. I'm sure there's gonna be people who are like, yeah, I'm successful, I smoke weed. Great, me, I have done that too. I've been successful and smoked weed, right? I'm here to tell you that when you quit that stuff for a while, like at least 30 days minimum, you're going to find that that had such negative impacts on your life, especially if you're a chronic user, that it's going to open up a whole new world for you in terms of success in your life, in terms of confidence, in terms of all that stuff. And unless you're already at such a high level of self-discipline, self-mastery, you're killing it in your business, your career, you've got everything figured out, you're in great shape, you got all that stuff out, sure, smoke some weed here and there, right? Definitely not going to kill you, but unless if you're still on the come up, if you're struggling with discipline, you're not even close to where you want to be yet, you have no business smoking weed really at all. You got to earn that if you're going to do it. Next goes for drinking, guys. I get it, everyone wants to have a drink here and there. That's totally fine to have one, every now and then, but if you're constantly drinking every single day, you're going to be in a state of just inflammation, cloud. You're going to have a constant crazy anxiety, because I know when there's times where, like, if I've been on a vacation or just around the holidays and I drink in 4, 5, 6 days in a row, by the time that Monday or whatever rolls around, like, I'm definitely not in a good place mentally. So when you do that stuff, you're really setting yourself back. You're keeping yourself weak and stuck exactly where you are. Guys, the vices are what is killing you. Realistically, what is separating you from the people you want to be like, the successful people that you see, is that those people are able to control their vices. They're not engaging in that stuff every single day and wrecking their life, right? And the reality is, you have to compete against those people. So if you're engaging in all that stuff, now imagine you're doing all 5 of those habits frequently. You're literally gonna get steamrolled by the dude who's not doing it in every single area. So that's something to think about. If you're competitive, if you wanna win, if you wanna create an amazing life that you're proud of, then guys, cut that stuff out. I promise you, it's gonna make a ridiculous difference for you. You're gonna feel a lot better. Let me know, what do you think? Am I right on this or am I wrong? My experience tells me that I'm right about this. So let me know in the comments what you think. Talk to me about it. I'm really curious what people think about this. And guys, subscribe to the channel. We do daily uploads. Make sure you smash the like button. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow.